Hi, I'm Dan Moralez from Northpointe Bank, and I'm here with
Rebecca Perkins with At Home Realty.
Okay, so we've been shooting a bunch of different videos and just some different content. And one of the things that I'm sure you run into, because you list a ton of properties and sell a ton of properties, is you get these sellers that maybe want to possibly make some improvements to their home prior to listing it, or maybe should make some improvements prior to listing it,
and they don't want to.
They don't want to. So. What is kind of like the most common kind of things that somebody could do to maybe best position their house for resale? Because I think sometimes people want to do too much and they're not going to get their money out of it. And I think there are other times where people don't want to do anything and they could probably do a little bit of stuff and find that it would actually best position their property.
Right.
What do you run into?
Well, first, working with the right agent that is there to help you best position your home to sell. That's number one. And then your agent should be there to be honest with you. If they're not honest, that doesn't help you, because the end goal is to sell your place. So as far as things you can do, of course, it depends on the price point that you're in as far as how important, certain things are. Yep. The typical things, those small things, they matter. It's the paint touch-ups. It's getting the cobwebs off of the front door, fixing the loose doorknobs. It could be, if you have a pink tub, it could be an inexpensive fix of there's a spray that, it might take you a couple days with prep, but it's $50. You don't have to replace the entire tub. Oh, wow. I think it's just finding the right agent to help you figure out those details, because the more expensive home, the higher the expectations are. Absolutely. Which you could get into countertops and painting cabinets and that sort of thing. So I think just finding the right agent to help give you the right guidance.
So are there times where people contemplate doing like improvements and they have like, oh, hey, I'm going to put in new countertops and do all these things? Because sometimes I think people can do things that are so custom that they like them, but they may not necessarily be what somebody else would like. So do you run into that where there are times where people want to do a bunch of stuff and you tell them, hey, maybe it's not the best idea to make all of these improvements because you're not necessarily going to get your money out of it?
Yes, I do. And there is something to be said for people that will do things because they just like it. So if you're there to enjoy your home and enjoy those things, go ahead. But there are going to be things that you may have had on your list forever to do, and there's not going to be any return on investment. So to me, I'll be honest and say it's not worth doing. If you want to do it, okay, but I'm just letting you know you're not going to get any extra money back for doing it.
Well, and at the end of the day, it really comes down to experience and knowledge, because I would agree. What buyers are willing to pay for and what they're not willing to pay for. So your experience and knowledge in not only listing and selling a ton of properties and seeing the objections that people have to a property where maybe people didn't do some things that they should have done, and it reflected in the final sales price. You have all of that experience in working really in all of these different sides with a ton of buyers, a ton of sellers, so you can kind of help navigate people through this process of maybe you should do this, maybe you shouldn't do that, to help you maximize getting the most out of your house. And that's where experience makes a world of difference, because there's so many agents that have gotten into this market, and there's a lot of agents that are good at kind of showing buyers houses, opening doors and showing them houses. But
anybody can do that.
Exactly, but they don't necessarily
just take a 40-hour class and call it good.
So what it comes down to is the knowledge and experience of listing properties and being able to best position that property for the maximum sales price. And I can say from personal experience that, you sold somebody who's very close to me. You sold her house and sold it for way more than what I thought you were going to sell it for, which is awesome. Yes, yeah. It's like great. But that was your experience and knowledge, right? And that was a situation where you certainly could have spent money trying to change a bunch of things, and in the end, the money never would have maybe came back out of it.
Right.
So by following your guidance and direction in that particular circumstance, this person made out way better than what I think they anticipated. So it just goes to show that it really comes down to your agent's knowledge and experience, and especially experience with listing and selling properties, because There's a lot of people that can open doors and can show homes, but not everybody knows how to properly market a property to get the maximum return for their sellers, right?
Right.
So how do people get in touch with you?
Again, Rebecca Perkins with At Home Realty, 616-218-6161 or RebeccaPerkinsHomes.com.
And I'm Dan Morales from Northpointe Bank. You can find me at 616-931-4629 or at dan.moralez.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Thank you. Have a good
Bye.
day.